Australia's seeing a GLP-1 weight loss drugs boom. It is helping ease our obesity crisis, but it's also drastically changing eating habits. Accredited dietitian Nick Nation is here to explain. Good to see you again, Nick.
Hello, Mon.
Firstly, what are GLP-1 drugs?
So you may have heard of drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy and Mounjaro. They mimic a natural hormone called glucagon-like peptide 1, and typically the resulting factor will be decreased appetite and improved blood sugar regulation.
They are growing in popularity, but these drugs pose a high risk of malnutrition. Now, why is that?
Yeah, some say that they could be too good to be true. Others say they're an absolute game changer to the weight loss industry. So when we eat less, we're obviously eating less micronutrients and macronutrients, and so that can lead to deficiency. And I think what they should do with the boxes of the medications is they should say, take in conjunction with 3 healthy meals per day with a focus on protein, as well as 3 resistance training sessions per week.
You mentioned with the focus on protein, is that because people aren't only losing fat, but they're losing their muscle as well?
They are.
Right. What is the optimal diet combination then if you're taking an Ozempic-style weight loss drug?
All right, so just to piggyback onto that last protein comment, so real focus on protein, 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal, so based on 3 meals a day. So we're talking lean meats, fish, chicken, eggs, dairy, beans and tofu. There should be a real focus on fibre and whole foods as well. So when you've appetite suppressed, you've really got to make the most of every single bite, and you really can't afford to not be eating nutrient-dense foods. And then try not to go on the toast and tea diet, which is what we see a lot with these appetite-suppressing medications. People are either skipping meals or they're only grazing on really small things like toast, and it's really leading to less muscle mass and nutrient deficiencies.
So, Nick, do you believe that there should be more consultation from when a GP prescribes weight reduction medications with, say, a nutritionist then?
Absolutely, and I know I'm biased, but if I could wave a magic wand, if you were going to take one of these GLP-1 medications, you really should see an accredited practicing dietitian at least once in the beginning, and then when we're looking further ahead and potentially titrating off the medication, that's where you really need the help from a dietitian.
There's also a new warning now for weight regain for those who stop taking these drugs. Can you explain that further?
So hot off the press, Mon. So literally days ago, a big study came out suggesting that when people do turn the tap off or go off these GLP-1s, that about 90% of them regain weight after 18 months.
Wow, so it could be a very expensive and unnecessary exercise.
Potentially.
Nick, thank you very much for coming in. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thanks, Mon.